Okay, so now we're going to get into the packing aspect. Um, for those of you, I might, so if you see a string following me around, that's what it is. Aaron put a microphone on me. So the first thing I wanted to state about packing, for those of you that know me, um, my usual style of dress is I like to keep it simple, and by that I mean I just usually throw on a dress. That way I don't have to figure out what shirt goes with it. Any shoes pretty much go with a dress. So I'm not extremely girly or trying to be fancy. Just to me, throwing on a dress is usually easier. So the way I dressed for this trip is definitely totally out my style. But I was choosing comfort over fashion. I mean, so this trip was 3 days of it was sort of like glamour camping in a safari, and the rest of the days we were in luxury hotels. We, like I stated, we went to Zanzibar, Tanzania, Nairobi, Kenya, and Mara Camp, Kenya. That's where the safari was. And we also visited a local village where we went to church with them. So there's various styles that go to this trip. So initially, when we went to the airport, one thing about me packing, I packed my outfits in rolls. So there'll be a pant, there'll be a shirt, there'll be a t-shirt, undershirt, and there'll be underwear, bra, socks. And then I roll it up, and that way when I'm ready to dress for the day, I just grab a roll and everything is in there. So we went to Columbia, the store, and they were having a sale where you buy, I think if you buy $300 worth of stuff, you get 100 off. So it was a very good sale. So the first thing we purchased from Columbia was my safari hat, because you know you cannot go on a safari and not have a cool safari hat. And you know you can fix this up however you want to, ladies. Get fancy with it. But it was effective. There was many occasions where I needed it, because we were like I said, we were kind of glamour camping, and our Jeep was a glamour Jeep. So it wasn't much sunbeaming, but when it was required, it was very handy. So I think I got this from Columbia, and it was on sale. I think it was 20 and I got it for 10. If I find my receipt, I'll list the prices in the comments. So the next thing is this jacket. We were advised to take jackets because it gets cold at night. It's waterproof, and I thought it blocked the sun, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Don't quote me. Aaron got it off the line for about $30. Amazon, came from Korea. He ordered 2 colors, tan and green. But this is originally for Aaron, but it turned out the size ran smaller than he expected. So he ended up giving it to me, which is perfect because I had no jackets. So we have these zippers on the side, and they come with a chain if you want to put a ring on anything, if you want to link anything to the key ring. I mean, this is where you can put your headset if you have speakers. Not speakers, if you have earbuds. So this zips up on both sides. Lots of zippers, lots of compartments. Here's one here, another zipper compartment on the arm and on the jacket. I guess if you're prior military, you want to slap a patch on. I'm prior military and don't want to slap a patch on. But I don't think we wore this jacket, but really once, and that's when we went up on the hot air balloon. But it didn't get as cold as expected. So very just good jacket. I'll put the link in the comments below if you're interested in purchasing the jacket. So the next thing I purchased off of Amazon in preparation for the trip is this really cool travel pouch. And this acted as my purse. Like most of the time, This would have my chapstick in it in the side pocket. It has 2 side pockets. And here's some chapstick that I left in there. And ink pen. And it would have my documents that I would need at the time. So if we were traveling to Kenya and we're running through the airport, I would have my boarding pass in here, and I would have my Kenyan visa. Whatever paperwork was relevant at the time, I would have in here. Here are our passports. They slide right in here. And my told you we needed our validation of yellow fever immunizations. That was in here. And my IDs and my credit cards went here. They stayed secure the entire time. Had no issues with losing anything. And my cell phone even fit in here, and I was able to Velcro it and just keep it going. And I used to have, yeah, I took them off. I used to have our hand sanitizer linked to the side for easy use. And like I said, I'll link the information for this pouch in the comment section. The other thing I purchased online was this little bag. And this was my carry-on. Lots of pouches. And it comes really folded up tightly. And so you think it's smaller than it actually is. But it was very useful. Side pouches, water, or deep spray, whatever you needed on the side pockets. Very convenient bag. Oh, as a matter of fact, our hot air balloon certificates are still in here. I feel them. Yeah. So they have inside pockets. Very convenient bag. It says it's a Oler hiking bag. This bag was in my suitcase empty. The reason why I had this bag was suitcase could only wear 50 pounds. We flew with Emirates. Very good airline, by the way. We flew with Emirates. I packed that bag empty into this bag. And this is the bag that I actually took. It ended up being about 47 pounds. So I packed this bag. And I took that empty bag because, like I told you, part of the trip was we were in luxury hotels, but when we flew to the safari, it wasn't a propeller aircraft that couldn't handle much weight, and our luggage could only be 34 pounds. So when we got ready to go safari, I packed only the things that I needed for those 3 or 4 days in the safari in this bag. And this was my check-in bag for the safari. The other thing that I purchased specifically for this trip are these little storage bags. We got 2 large, 3 small, and 2 medium. These are I believe these are the mediums. I don't even think we used the large. They're either the mediums or the large. This had my toiletries. And it was easy because when it came time to switch to the safari, I grabbed my toiletry bag, tossed it in there, and then this one, I'm gonna zip it up because I don't want the contents to fall out. They're still in there. This one had my medication and my vitamins, and tossed that in there. And I was 50% ready to go to the safari just like that. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, I also wanted to show you my shoes. So these are Columbia shoes. I guess they're trailer shoes, you would call them. More like hiking, outdoorsy type shoes. I've never owned shoes like this in my life, but they were super comfortable, super durable. And I pretty much wore these every day. The only day I didn't wear those was the day one night we had a group dinner and I wanted to get fancy for the group dinner. So I wore my dress shoes that one night, and that was the only time I didn't wear those shoes for the rest of the trip. It was pretty much those shoes. So we're gonna pause here, and then I'm going to go into more detail about the clothing that we packed. And I'm gonna pick up the camera and show you.